harvesting corn again. We're up at the farm up north. We got about 100 acres here. All that corn over the hill, corn everywhere, about 100 acres or so. And this is the last farm to do. We do have 10 acres of custom work for a guy, but that it won't take any time at all. But we're not gonna do that until we get done with our corn. This is the last farm, like I said. At home, we got done today. And we got done and moved the combine up here, and I'm combining and Dad is milking. But anyway, just gonna, I got 3 wagons up here. I got the J&M wagon, the bigger J&M wagon. I have the Demco wagon, which is pretty much the same size as that J&M. And then we have a easy flow, like 250 bushel wagon. So then I'll fill the hopper and call it an evening, because we don't have all the wagons up here yet. We have 2 more to bring up, another J&M and a little puny, like 200 bushel wagon. So we like to upgrade and get some bigger wagon, or get rid of the smaller 2 and just get at least what we have now, our biggest, or a little bigger. But hopefully we can do that before next harvest. And hopefully before next harvest we'll put all the brushes on this corn head, because the head shelling is pretty bad. I have the head speed slowed all the way down. It doesn't get any slower than 480 RPMs. So it is what it is. I believe this is DeKalb corn. Fun fact, our DeKalb corn, we planted majority DeKalb this year. We did plant some Agrigold and some Dynagrow for seed corn, not silage, of course. And most cases DeKalb is blowing the other 2 like straight out of the water, like between 50 and 10 bushels, just destroying them. So I have a feeling we're gonna plant more DeKalb, if not 100% next year, because when you have a brand destroy another brand that as much as we're seeing this year, yeah, I don't know. Last year Agrigold and DeKalb were pretty close, but DeKalb always says that on hard, tough years is where they really shine the most, and this wasn't the most ideal growing season. It was a good one, but it wasn't the most ideal, and we're really seeing it destroying everybody else. So at this farm, I think we only have a little bit of Dynagrow. I don't think we have any Agrigold. I'd have to look, but majority is DeKalb. So that's just a quick little fun fact. And I'm gonna dump up here because we're getting full. Yeah, we're getting pretty full right there. So I only made it down and back, but each pass the rows get shorter. This video is kind of be like a vlog style, not much action, just showing and talking. I know there's quite a few people who like that. We'll get up to the end and we'll show you unloading. One of these years we need to get we just need to calibrate this monitor, because it's not close. Like, you can tell when one yields more than another one, but you don't know what the actual yields are. But at the end of the year we take all our bushels and then we divide by acres, and then we'll get our average, so we'll know, you know, what it's yielding, I guess. We can take the weigh tickets from certain fields too and figure it out. So, you know what? I should probably dump it in the easy flow first, since that's the first one in line. Should have been thinking. There we go. Hopefully we're not too close. I think we're good. Yeah. The rows have shortened up quite a bit because the field kind of goes like, there's like a long stretch in it, and I got that done. So I'm just gonna bring the 4450 and the 2 wagons up here. I got that easy flow, like stuffing full, like as full as I can get it. Shut the door so the heat stays up in there. But yeah, you can see I have this whole, maybe you can't, longer stretch of rows done. So I also added 2 more side lights for the 4450, and I have not tested them out at nighttime yet. Like, I installed them in the day and kind of guesstimated where it should go. So we're about to figure that out right now. Fall out too much. Okay. So over here, come on. So right now I have the lights on, but I have a dimmer switch. If you don't know, the sound guards have a dimmer switch in them, or whatever you want to call it. So these 2 top lights, they shut off when you hit that switch, which I have these pod lights right there. I don't know if you can see them or not, wired to. So when I hit the switch, all that right there is from the pod light, and then you turn on this light. So now I have 360-degree lighting on the tractor. So it's brighter than what the camera, like right in here, it looks kind of like it's dark, but it's, I can see that clear as day. It's exactly what I wanted. 360-degree lighting. Pretty awesome, actually. See, I don't know why that looks dark in the camera. It's lit up real good. So. Might have got a little too close. All I can say is this GoPro does not pick up any light. Like, that wagon is completely lit up. Not like this, but there's still light on it, so I don't get it. But whatever. Filling wagon. The lights on this combine really aren't too bad. They're not LEDs. I know the LEDs would probably smoke these ones, but I think this combine has a lighting package provided by Deere, because I've seen these the exact same switches in other people's combines. So back here, you can't see crap. Back there, you still can't see it because this GoPro has bad lighting. Anyway, there's two switches back here, and one is for your, like, these two lights right here. I guess there'd be your header lights. You can kind of see. And then the other switch is for those two lights facing backwards. That's what they're for. So, yeah, without these header lights, it's quite a bit darker. So, I don't know. I got that J&M full. Got a little bit in the Demco. And, cruising along. Won't be long and I'll be all full. That's about as full as I want to stuff these two wagons. I'm gonna get this combine out of the way. I'm gonna go park this tractor back up where it was. And we're up on a ridge top, so this tractor should pull two of them like 200 yards, no problem, I would think. Each wagon is supposed to be around 350 bushels, but I have them stuffed pretty good and they have extensions, but we'll go with 350 each. So that tractor's gonna be pulling minimum 700 bushels. And if I had to go from the bottom of the hill to the top, there's no way this tractor could pull it. Not that it doesn't have the power, because you can always pull it in like first gear. It doesn't have the traction. You need duals. To pull it down the road, if we didn't have to go down these steeper gravels, if it was just the main highway, with duals it could probably do it. You just got to use your head because the wagons don't have brakes. But we can't get to the main highway without going through some steep stuff. So, yeah, let's go move that tractor and then come back here. I'll get this hopper just stuffing full, and then hopefully Dad will be back to pick me up after milking. Put that front wheel assist on. Oh, I can feel that weight back there. Wow. Like I said, we're in a ridge top. That's the only reason I am able to pull this. Start adding some gears and see how it responds. Not too bad. I can feel you know how the wagons have that slop in the tongue? I can just pushes you. This looks good for now. I do like this 360-degree lighting. Well, I got everything full. Got that easy flow up there stuffed. Those grain tanks full. It's more full over here than it is up front. I went out and checked a couple times until I got right up to the edge of the extension where I could just right up. So drove back here real slow, ease into the throttle real slow, let out real slow. Otherwise, if you make any sudden movement, this stuff is just gonna go flying right over the cab. So don't ask me how I know that, but just gotta wait for my ride, I guess. I'll let the combine cool down a little bit before I shut it off. I'll kick off all these leaves. That shield up there that everybody asks about, it's so when the ears go into the feeder house and they kind of fling up, it'll hit that cage and make it fall back down in. So it doesn't get all of them if it launches it straight forward, but I see a lot of them get hit and then fall back in. So waiting game, I guess.